All right, what we're going to do is send a print job to the Toshiba copier, and we're going to, instead of having it print, we're just going to store it. We're going to store it on the hard drive of the copier. So let's go ahead and start. I have a document open here. This can be a Word document, any document that you normally would print, but instead you just want to store it. So let's go ahead and go to File, Print. And you see I have the Toshiba selected, and I'm just going to click on Printer Properties. Depending on what kind of application you're in, it might say Preferences. So on Microsoft applications, typically on a Windows computer, say Printer Properties. All right, so when you first open up the property screen, it will be defaulted to normal print. So all you're going to do is choose that drop-down and go to Store to E-Filing. All right, now any of the settings that you want to have, you can make those changes. The nice thing about sending a job to E-Filing is it will retain any of the settings that you've assigned here. So 2 years from now or 2 weeks from now, if you walk up to that copier and find that job and you would send it as a two-sided staple hole punch job, it's going to retain all of those settings. So I'm going to leave it alone, and I'm just going to choose e-filing, hit OK, and it's going to ask, where do you want to send it? So with e-filing, you have one shared public box, and then you can have 200 individualized, personalized boxes. So that would be something that you would go ahead and set up when you're in front of the copier. But for now, we're just going to send it directly to the public box. And box folder is if you want to create a subfolder. So let's say I wanted to put test folder inside of the public box, or if I wanted to make it my name instead. And then this box here for print, it's going to send it to the e-file box, store it digitally, and it will print it out. So in this case, I just want to send it to my box. So I'm going to leave all this alone, choose OK, and then I'm going to choose print. All right, so that's processing. And now I'm just going to access the copier touchscreen remotely. And you see over here to the right, it may be in a different spot on your copier, but look for the one that says e-filing. So when you choose that, you can see all of the empty boxes that we just haven't set up, and here's the public box. So I'll choose that. You can tell I've sent this document already before, so it just added an 001. You can select this icon to the right to view a preview of it. That might be helpful if you have something that's similarly named and you just want to see, okay, I can just see a preview of it, I know exactly what it is. So here we go. I'll just choose that one, get back to my list view, and choose print. Now, as you'll notice, it printed it, but it didn't delete the job. There's another feature called print and hold and private print. So hold print and private print, that will erase the job after you send it. But in this case, e-filing is going to store it until you finally walk up, choose the document, and choose delete. All right, so let's go back to the home screen, and then let's go back to my document. So here we go, test print e-file. I'm going to go ahead and print, but this time we're going to choose hold print. So I'll go to my drop-down, choose hold print, and then choose OK. And then print. That'll process. Let's go back to my copier touch screen. And now I'm going to choose a different app that's called Print. By default, it'll show you any private print jobs. So we're going to choose that drop-down and just go to hold. And then you can see my name. So your computer name is what will show up first. And then it'll take you to a list of any documents that you've sent. So you could send one document or you can send 20, but ultimately the first step is just going to be selecting your computer name. So if there are 15 people in your office, you're all sending jobs. Let's say there's hundreds of jobs in the queue. Well, you're not going to see hundreds of jobs here. You're just going to see the individual's computer names, and you select that and then choose OK, and then see yours specifically. So now when I choose print, this job disappears. So just remember, e-filing keeps it forever until you delete it, and hold print and private print will delete it after you've released the job. So that's it. I hope that was helpful.